Leigh, can we assume by your presence today that you're starting tomorrow?
No, I think the gaffer just picked something to come and do press, and I'm the lucky one to do that.
How do you assess your chances of starting tomorrow?
Yeah, I think I've done my chances no harm this week with training wise. I think all the other strikers will be feeling the exact same, but it's ultimately up to the manager and who he decides to pick at that moment.
What do you think you offer? Everyone has their opinion as to who should start tomorrow. There are players in form, there are players playing for the club, some not. What do you think you offer, and why should you start tomorrow?
I'm not saying I should start, but I think everybody's got different attributes. Chris is taller than me, Fletcher's taller than me, but I think these kind of players won't running behind. I do. But that decision doesn't rest with me. It rests with the manager and who he decides to play. I think the person he decides to play will be fully focused on doing a job for his country.
The manager has already said this is win or bust pretty much. How does that manifest itself in the build up to this within the squad, within the dressing room, the training field?
No, the boys need to know. The boys know that we need to go and get a result, whether it be win or bust. It's all down to us and how we play. I think if we play similar to how we played against England, we'll have no problems. The manager touched on that before, that they had 3 headers at goal and 3 goals, which is disappointing from our point of view. But I think if you look at the chances just before they scored their second goal, we had 2 great chances to equalise and we didn't take them.
Leigh, do you feel that when you are getting a chance just now, you're maybe snatching at things, maybe trying too hard to impress? Is it difficult when you go in there and you're only getting half an hour here and there?
No, I think I've said it just previous that maybe I'm trying a little bit too hard and maybe I just need to relax a little bit more. But I want to try and break my duck as quick as possible for Scotland. It's frustrating as a striker not scoring, but it's not about me. It's about the team and how I can help them and try and get the 3 points.
There's a few issues in terms of Scotland not scoring, the strikers in the squad not scoring that many goals for Scotland. How do you try and change that? What's it been like in training with the boys? What have you been working on?
No, we just do normal things, crossing the finish and shooting after training. But it's the manager and the tactical stuff that he wants to do. It's not just about the strikers that he focuses on. It's about the whole 11 or the 14 that will be used tomorrow night. He can't just single out one position to focus on. He needs to focus on the whole squad. And as the strikers, we just do what we do best and try and score goals. But it's all about linking play as well.
Do you feel that, or do the team, the squad feel that they owe the manager a result in this game?
Yeah, we do. I think there's been a lot of things said about the gaffer that's it's probably unfair. And us as players, we need to take that criticism as well. I think the gaffer, everybody loves coming away with Scotland, loves playing under him, and we've seen things that the gaffer should resign and this and that. But us as players, we want to go and get a good performance tomorrow night, 3 points, and that puts us only 1 point behind Slovenia with England game coming up in the summer.
When you look at the strikers, not all of them are playing a lot, you included just now. Is there a bit of rustiness in there, do you feel?
Yeah, but as a striker, you need to be ready, whether you're starting the game or coming off the bench. I think you've always got to be ready at times, and the gaffer's kept us on our toes in training this week with the tempo and stuff. And whoever he gives that number 9 jersey to tomorrow, I'll be fully focused on doing a job.
How do you feel? Do you feel the team is still going in the right direction under Gordon?
Yeah, of course. Everybody's playing for the same cause. We want to get the World Cup as much as anybody. The results lately haven't been good, but one win tomorrow night changes that.
In terms of your own form, it's coming into a game like this. Is it difficult to get yourself attuned for it, having not always been starting recently? Is it difficult to get yourself into that mindset that you're going to be starting perhaps and trying to lead the country?
No, not really. I think as a striker, you've always got to be ready. Because if you don't start the game, you're on the bench, the striker could get injured in the first minute and the gaffer might have to turn around to you and say you need to go on, which effectively you've got to play 90 minutes. It's just about being ready, and my club manager's always touched on that I need to be fit and ready to go, because anytime he turns around and says that I'm getting thrown in, it's you have to be ready, and you need to do your bit for the team.
Given it's make or break this game, is there a feeling the pressure's on your shoulders this weekend? How are you guys sort of coping with that?
No, I think playing at home you're always under pressure. The Scotland fans want the result, and the players want the result. The gaffer wants the result, and we're all pulling in the same direction. We always all want to get to the World Cup, but you know, it starts tomorrow night, and if we, you know, have the same kind of performances we did at Wembley, then I'm sure we'll have no problems.
What's it going to be like in terms of the crowd tomorrow? In terms of, it doesn't look like there's going to be a full house here. Is that going to have an impact in performance in terms of like trying to generate an atmosphere and helping the team in that sense?
No, not really. You know, the fans that turn up tomorrow night will hopefully get right behind us, and you know, we'll start on the front foot, and if we get that early goal, then brilliant. But you know, the most important thing is sending them fans home happy at the end of the night with 3 points in the bag.
How important is patience in a game like tomorrow night?
Yeah, I think, you know, the fans have got to be patient with us. You know, we've got a game plan, we'll stick to that, and you know, hopefully that's enough at the end of the day. You know, football, you always need a bit of luck, but you know, the players that we've got on the training field and back at the hotel, you know, we've got enough in that squad to go and get 3 points tomorrow.
As someone who knows him and as someone who's played with him a lot, if he starts, how important could Stuart Armstrong be tomorrow night? Yeah,
Stuart has been in great form. You know, he fully deserves his call up. And you know, not just him, but Scott, Kieran, Craig as well, James, I can't forget to mention him. You know, all the boys have been in great form. They fully deserve the call up, and whoever the gaffer chooses tomorrow night, they'll fully deserve it. But I think Stuart, you know, he gives that added energy going forward. You know, he likes to go beyond the striker and get goals. He's got energy in abundance, and you know, he's hopefully, if he does get that call up, you know, he can add to what we've already got.
You've obviously done your homework. Gordon Strachan, I'm sure, has gone through that with you. Where do you see this game being won and lost?
By goals. I think, you know, we've got goals all over the park, and as long as the defence do their job and try and keep a clean sheet, I think, you know, they've got players going another direction that can hurt them very well. Cheers.
Just one more question. Just one question about your view of this. I'm from Radio Slovenia. Your view of the Slovenian team.
Yeah, we watched them on videos and they look technically good. You know, they've got the players that can hurt us, but you know, the players in our dressing room, they've got more than enough to cope with that. I think, you know, they've got a couple of decent results so far, but you know, coming here, it's going to be difficult for them, and you know, hopefully we take the game to them, start at a fast tempo, and hopefully they can't live with that. Cheers.